Hey, what's up, Rottweiler lovers? It's your boy Watson from Loyalty Camp Rottweilers with another informative episode of Everything Rottweilers. Today's topic, we're going to talk about how to import a Rottweiler. Well, not just a Rottweiler, because it's the same process for any dog, but how to import a dog from the US to Jamaica. So if you have the intention of importing a dog, whether now or later in the future, get a pen, get a paper. We are sitting right here so wait for you. Go on and come back. So let's get into it. So the first thing you have to do when importing a Rottweiler is to identify a breeder with the quality Rottweiler that you're looking for. Well, not just Rottweiler, any dog. So find a breeder with the quality that you're looking for, right? Whether it's extreme, exotic, ensure that it is the quality that you are looking for, or whether it is the shoreline, ensure that that breeder has the quality that you are looking for. Now after you go on Facebook, go on Instagram, search and you find that breeder with the quality that you are looking for, the next thing, ensure that is a reputable breeder. Ensure it's a breeder that is trustworthy. Ensure it's a breeder that a lot of people do business with. A lot of people purchase quality dogs from him and stuff like that, and look in these comments to see reviews from people and stuff like that. Because I know of a case with one of my friends from Jamaica. He tried to purchase dog up here and he spent over 13,500 US and he never even see a puppy, much less a dog. Police get involved and stuff and he never get back no money out of it. So ensure that the breeder that you select to buy the Rottweiler from, whether puppy or adult dog, ensure that is a reputable breeder and it is not a person that will scam you and then you go call or ball or try to get police involved when maybe nothing really come out of it. Then after you find the breeder and him make sure it's reputable, the next thing you have to do is to ask that breeder if he is willing to keep that dog up until 9 months old, because based on Ministry of Agriculture, Jamaica Quarantine Division and the Veterinarian Board of Jamaica, no dog cannot enter the country until they are 9 months old. Not sure why, you can call Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries and find out, but the breeder that you are going to purchase the dog from, they have to willing to keep the dog for at least 9 months old, right? And with keeping the dog for 9 months old, that breeder is going to board that dog. He's going to probably train that dog if necessary, because if you are buying a show quality, you don't want that dog to come to Jamaica 9 months old not knowing anything. And even if it is not show quality, the dog needs to socialize, because you don't want the dog come to Jamaica and start bite up everybody, right? So the dog must properly socialize and properly trained if need to, and that expense is on you, the buyer, not the breeder. So you have to pay for boarding, you have to pay for food, and you have to pay for training. Some breeder will understand, some breeder might charge less than some breeder might not even charge you. Well, if you find a breeder that don't charge you, that breeder is a genuine breeder, trust me, because it is very expensive to keep a dog for 9 months, feed him, train him, and all of that, right? Ensure that the breeder willing to follow up with all the veterinarian visits. This breeder must be willing to do all the visits to the vet, because to import a dog in Jamaica, there's a lot of requirements, a lot of blood tests, a lot of veterinarian visit, a lot of all of that. And based on all these blood tests and visits, it's just a way of Jamaican protecting itself from carrying any disease or anything that is not there in the country, or carrying anything to add on to what is there in the country. So there's a lot of veterinarian blood tests and a lot of vaccines and all of that, right? So once you find a breeder and he's willing to do all of those things, he's ready, right? So you can work with that breeder. So after he's willing to do all of those things and he meet all of those criteria that you are looking for, now you can go ahead and do business with him. So puppy bar now, the first 5 to 6 weeks, the puppy must go to a vet to get the first parvo vaccine. For those who don't know parvo, you can go on the internet and look it up. It's a disease that affects dog, and it also affects puppy. Deadly disease. Deadly disease. So you can go ahead and do some research on it, right? So after the 6 weeks, then when the puppy is 11 to 12 weeks, that puppy needs to go back to the vet again to get the second round of vaccine. This time, he will get the second parvo vaccine. He will get a microchip. The microchip is for identifying the dog, so it's basically having a number and stuff like that, so they can use it to identify the dog and recognize that it is your dog. So parvo vaccine, microchip, and also the rabies shot. Well, some vet will tell you that they won't give the dog all of that one day, right? Some will just do the parvo and the they will do the parvo and the other vaccine, but they'll do parvo and the microchip, my bad, but not the rabies, because what will happen now, when they give them everything one time, the chemical from the vaccines will affect the reading of the rabies when it will come back, because for the rabies it have to read, I think it's 0.40 before it can pass to come to Jamaica, right? So if it read like 0.3, 0.39 or anything like that, it fails. So it have to the 0.4 and above before it can actually enter into Jamaica, all right? And 3 weeks after the rabies and the second parvo shot and the microchip, you have to go do a titer test. Now the titer test, I got to tell the level of the rabies in the dog, which, as I said before, it have to be 0.40 for it to pass, or for it to be okay to ship to Jamaica, right? So 3 weeks after you do all of those tests, you're going to do a thing what them call a titer test, which is a series of blood tests. They're going to check the red blood cell and the white blood cells, and these just check so the dog no really have no disease in their blood, and say the red blood cell and the white blood cell them healthy, and them have enough antibodies to fight off any disease that they come upon. So ensure that you do the rabies and the microchip and the second parvo. Them they're really important before them can do the titer test. Alright? And after the titer test now, the person in Jamaica have to go up to Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries and apply for a import permit, right? So once they get the import permit from Ministry of Agriculture, they are going to make a copy and send it up here to the vet in America. The vet are going to look on it and they have to go follow all procedure. And that import permit, it have 5 tests, which is blood work and all of that with the dog have to do. So they might look on tests A, B, C, D, and E, right? And each of those tests have to do within specific time range. So for example, if the document say do A and B 3 weeks apart, you have to do it with that specific time range, right? So all of those tests, as we say, some whole heap of blood tests, them fecal tests, and all of them something that to find out if the dog have any type of worm or any type of disease to carry in the country. So after the vet carry out all of that now, the vet will actually apply for a permit from the US government, and then that permit, they will have to send a copy to the person in Jamaica, and the person will have to take back that copy to Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, right? And then they will look at it and tell you whether or not it is okay for the dog to be shipped to Jamaica. If it is okay, they are going to basically give you a date. And when they give you a date, you have to buy the plane ticket within that time. So now you have to think about getting the dog transport to Miami, which is the port, which is the cargo port. So Miami is the only state where the dog basically can send from in the US to Jamaica. So for example, you buy a dog from me and I'm living in Texas, you have to pay a transporter, because you have a lot of transporter, pay a transporter from here to carry the dog to Miami. You must have somebody in Miami to receive the dog for at least one night. You must have a person in Miami to receive the dog for at least one night, right? Now, that person in the morning is going to take the dog to the airport in the carrier crate that the dog will actually fly in, because you have to have a crate for the dog traveling. So once you take the dog to the airport, the person must have all the travel documents. Just like when a human being a travel, you know, your plane ticket, all of them something there, right? So once the dog go to the airport and everything set, you just wait at Kingston airport for your dog and then collect your dog, and are you that, right? So comment underneath this video and let me know which topic you want me to carry out next. But stay tuned, whatever topic we are coming with, it's going to be very, very informative. Thanks for watching another episode of Everything Rottweiler. Again, it's your boy Watson from Loyalty Cam. Go and check out Facebook, go and check out our Instagram page, go and check out our TikTok page, and don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next week, my Rottweiler families. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?